Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. We have what a wonderful morning. Even though it's Ramadan, but we have 6 people here. It's a nice day. And in this wonderful morning, also we have Mr. Castio, Miss Ayu Faradila, Miss Najma, Brother Altamis, also Sister Haura. So today it's our first meeting in Ramadan. Hopefully we can learn a lot since today there will be a session which will be given by Miss Haura that becomes moderator of Mr. Altamis. So without further ado, I give the screen to Mr. Altamis. Go ahead, Brother Altamis. You can start the session.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, all participants. Let me introduce myself. My name is Altamis, and today I will be the moderator for this session. Hopefully, you guys are good in the condition everywhere you are. I'll read the rundown for this session. First, I'm greeting all the participants. Then we will continue the presentation from Haura, and the title is Writing Creative and My Life for 30 until 40 minutes. After that, we will have Q&A session. Then everyone will be in the breakout room for 15 minutes in 2 sessions. And last but not least, taking pictures together and choosing a new moderator and presenter. Okay, so now the session for Read Haura profile. Her name is Haura. Her nickname is her name is Haura, and her nickname is Haura. She is 16. She is 16 years old, and her hobbies is reading, writing, cooking, designing, and memorizing Al-Quran. She was born at Bogor, 19th February 2007. Her religion Islam. She starts study at TKI Taufik Bogor, continue into SD at Taufik Bogor, then continue into Pesantren Karim Bil Quran, and now she is in PKBM ABHome Bogor. This is her contact. If you wanna contact her, without further ado, I'll give the session to her.
Thank you, Altamis, for introducing myself. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Now I will present my presentation, and the title is Creative Writing and My Life. Hello, everyone. My name is Haura Aisyah. You can call me Haura. I'm 16 years old. My hobbies are reading, writing, and many more. Why? I love reading books, especially novels, because I just love to do it. I felt like, why don't I just write novels or short stories? Not bad for reading alone or sharing with friends who like to read. And since that thought passed through my brain, I finally made some short stories. I prefer romance, friendship, fiction, and non-fiction novels because it's very exciting, deep feelings, and I love it. When the first time I made short stories was around 2000 and 2020 or 2021, but some stories I have deleted. How? To be honest, I personally still don't know what will happen in the future because I still don't know what my skills are here or not. For now, writing is still part of my hobby, not yet an important part, just to fill spare time if there are ideas writing. Based on my experience, I want to share my tips to become a beginner writer. Number one, decide what you want to write. The first tips for becoming a novice writer is to determine what you want to write about, whether in the form of poetry, short stories, novels, articles, or creative free writing. Whether the writing is fiction or true story, comedy, sad or romantic, mysterious or spiritual. Also, also think about what reading is most interesting for you to read so far. As long as you haven't decided yet, you will be confused about what you should write. Number two, practice writing. The second way is practice. Without practice, you will not be good at anything. An athlete who wins games is an athlete who continues to train every day. Just like riding a bicycle, you will quickly become proficient if you keep practicing. Likewise with writing. The more often you write, the more smoothly you can put your ideas on paper. Number three, enjoy the writing process. Good Going through the writing process is very important so you don't get bored quickly with what you're writing. Enjoy it. Don't ever feel burdened by the words I have to write, but instead think that I enjoy my writing time. I like being able to write. I can express myself by writing. Number four, experiment. You have to allow the freedom to experiment in writing, meaning you don't have to focus on just one story genre. This is one way to recognize your potential in writing, whether you are more suited to writing in one genre or another. You are also allowed to get out of your writing comfort zone. For example, if you have been writing fiction all this time, occasionally write an article. This will improve your writing skill. Number five, set a regular writing time. Take 1 to 2 hours a day on the sidelines of your activities. Better to write a little than nothing. This will also make you more accustomed to being a writer. Number six, read more books. At least take time a day to read a book, watch the news on TV or info on the internet. This will increase your vocabulary and make you aware of trending information. Remember that you are writing more for the purpose of being read by other people. So make sure that what you write is interesting. Number seven, find a place to store all your writing. Find a notebook to store all your writings. That way you can look back at what you've written and what progress you've made, whether it's books, computers, flash drives, or blogs. You can choose a blog to store all the works you may have submitted and uploaded. For those that haven't been loaded, you should save them in a more private container. Remember, ideas are expensive. You don't want others to steal your writing, do you? Number eight, ask friends to read your writing. The easiest way to find out if your writing is enjoyable to read is to ask your friends to read your work. Also ask for suggestions and opinions from them, but don't be annoyed if your friend comments obliquely. Make it a booster for your enthusiasm to write even better. Number nine, Write down all the ideas you come up with. If you suddenly catch an idea, quickly write down all the ideas in the book, paper, or notes on your cell phone. Write it down before the idea fades if the time permits. Number 10, find a mentor in writing. Sometimes we need other people to share experience in writing. There's nothing wrong with getting acquainted if writers who are more senior to gain knowledge. Now, there are many writers who have social media. Be friends with them, observe their posts, imitate a little how they write. Remember, it's not plagiarism. Have a dialogue with them. Sometimes they are happy to share their knowledge with novice writers. Some ever hold free writing courses for budding writers. Number 11, try sending to the media. Try sending to the media. Sending to the media both newspapers, magazine, electronic magazine. If your writing is successfully loaded and sees your name engraved on it, that will be very fun. Not to mention if there is an honor you receive, this will motivate you to write even more. Try occasionally to take part in writing competition. This will also keep you passionate about writing, practicing, and knowing the extent of your abilities. The last but not least, don't give up. The point is don't give up easily. If your work hasn't been uploaded successfully, try writing another and sending again. Not yet loaded doesn't mean your writing is bad. Who knows? It's just not right with the media you send it. Maybe the contents are not in accordance with the media's missions and vision. Always improve your writing day by day. In essence, there are no definite rules in writing. Only if we want our writing to be read by many people, then we should learn grammar that is easy to understand. The tip for becoming a beginner writer are only suggestion for those of you who want to start writing. There are stories I have met. Number 1, Unusual Student in 2021. A story about a female student from Mavia number 1 and her friends who help her carry out a mission ordered by her father. The story has been deleted. The genre is fiction, romance, thriller, and friendship. Number 2, Friends Are Like Family in 2022. A story about a quiet junior high school girl who moves to a new school and finds the best friend she has been waiting for. The story is still available. The genre is nonfiction, friendship, and school. Number 3, London in 2023. The story of Razia and her two best friends who went to London for a week, visited some beautiful places there, and met lots of fun new friends. The story is still available. The genre is fiction and nonfiction, history, romance, friendship, and traveling. Number 4, Indonesia in 2023. A story about the continuation of life for Rasi and her two best friends after returning from London, and who would have thought that their new friends would also come with them to Indonesia. The story is still in progress, and the genre is fiction and nonfiction, history, romance, friendship, and traveling. There is a reminder from me. Writing, especially fiction, requires perseverance and discipline. Although many say that writing is an activity that depends on ideas and the fluency of the writer in generating ideas, but writing needs to be done in a disciplined manner. Without discipline, the writer will not produce work. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Haura, for presenting. What a wonderful presentation. And now it's gonna be Q&A session. So you can raise your hand or turn on your microphone if you have a question. Mr. Dennis, please.
Okay, thank you, Altamis, for being the moderator. So I want to ask to Haura. So it seems that you become the first opener here in Ramadan, Haura. Congratulations, because it's in Ramadan now in this year. So I have some questions for you, Haura. The first question is, who actually inspired you to write the book for the first time? Is that your mother? Is that your father? Is that who's inspiring you? And number two, Haura, is that possible if you also can show us how's your writing look like? Yes, you tell us about the name, the title of the story, but if you probably can show us your own writing, is that possible? So we can see how does it look like. So that's only two questions I want to ask. Altamis, thank you.
Okay. Who is inspiring me is myself, because I love reading books. And for the question number 2, yes, I can show you the story. This is the story about London, and it's 20 page.
What is it about again, London? What's the story again?
About fiction and non-fiction, history, romance, and friendship.
Okay. All right. That's all for me, Altamis. Thank you.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Miss Alita, please.
Miss Elita, please.
Okay, sorry. Thank you, Haura, for such an interesting presentation. I really enjoy because I'm right now I'm still struggling with my writing on my thesis. So this is a very insightful side from high school, senior high school students to inspire me to write. So I really I want to ask you how you said about writing needs in a disciplined manner. When I when I read about this, I think, am I not disciplined enough to don't have any disciplined manners to? That's why my thesis is not really finished yet. So what time you start to write, or you have any particular time that you discipline yourself to just writing? That's the first, so it can be produced something. And the second one, do you ever think about to publish your writing? I think it's very interesting that a young people like you that have producing something very creative, and even in English. I think if you have someone, or maybe someone here who can, I don't know, maybe right now we didn't don't really need big publisher, book publisher to publish our book. Even right now, we know that everybody send their writing to the, I don't know, I heard that young people right now can just send it in some maybe in somewhere in internet. You can send your story, and so it's really possible for right now, not really hard. In my age, in adulthood, it's my dream to be I don't know, writing a story and maybe have a book on my name on it, but it's really hard. We know Gramedia will not accept me just like that. So right now, I think the portal is very so many portal to send your writing. So I think you have to start thinking about it. And the third question, I want it comes on my mind. Why you delete the first story you made? The title is apa? Unusual Friend. Why you delete it? I want to know. Thank you very much, Haura.
Okay, Miss Alita. For the first question is, I'm writing if I'm in my mood, and if I in my mood, writing will be in progress in 3 to 4 days. But if I'm not in my mood, it will be 1 to 2 months. And the second question is,
do you ever think about to publish your writing?
I have published my writing, but I have got it because because
if you forget the English version, you can say it in Indonesian, I think.
Yeah, right.
Aku nggak percaya diri sama
I'm not
ceritanya.
confident.
And yes, I'm not confident. That's why I deleted from publish, and I just share to my friend. And if you want to read it, I will share the link for you. And the third question is why I deleted the first story, because I don't know what the next next part of the stories.
Can I say something about your? Can I say something, Altamis? Sorry.
Yes, Mister. Miss. Yes, Miss.
No, I think if you have produced something that you're writing, it's better if you never delete it. It's something that you produced, that it's something that reflecting what you're thinking about that time. So I think don't ever delete what you're writing, okay? And be confident. You're very good.
Next question, Altamis.
Next question. Yeah, okay. Miss Ayu, please.
Okay. Okay, thanks for the presentation, Haura. Can you hear my voice, Altamis?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, I have two questions, Haura. The first is, since when do you like to writing? I think you are still in junior high school right now. And then my second question is, do you have any goal for the near of future, such as maybe you want to create a blog, or maybe you want to join event on your school about writing skills, because it's pretty good if you want to increase your ability, especially in writing. Thank you.
Okay.
I think only
For the first question is, the first time I start writing is in 2020 or 2021, and the second is
do you forget about my question, or do you,
yes.
okay, I repeat it again. Do you have any goal for the near of future, such as maybe you want to create a blog in the internet, or maybe you want to join event for your school, maybe like that, Haura?
Okay. I still don't know what my goal in writing, because it's still a part of my hobby, not in important part.
Okay, Haura, maybe I suggest you maybe you can set a goal, because it is pretty good to increase your writing skills, because when someone have a goal, when someone has a goal, uh, it can be better for their self to continually their ability to learn something. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your suggestions, Ayu.
Miss Irene, please.
Thank you, Altamis. Well, hello, Haura. It's very interesting to see a young lady share this very interesting topic. I have several questions in mind. The first one would be, why in English? That the first thing I have crossed in my mind when I read your writing just now. Do you write in Indonesia also, or maybe you write in other languages? That would be the first questions. And then the second one, we know that we have lots of platforms for you to write nowadays. Let's say Wattpad, and then what else? I think that's only one I know. So have you tried to upload your writing to those platforms? Because as we know that it can advertise, no, what it called, you can get reward for uploaded your writing, and you can make other projects from it. And the third one, you have amazing structure in your writing. I honestly didn't read all your writing, because you share just a little bit part of your writing, but the structure is is very clean, I might say. Um, I used to be a former lecturer of English at Pajajaran University, and that one is something that I rarely found from my students. So big applause to you, Haura. Thank you. That's all from me.
Okay, thank you, Miss Irene. For the first question is, yes, I have writing and the Indonesian language the story for the story. And the second question is, maybe in the future I will upload to I will publishing, or maybe no. It's just maybe just see in the future before. And the third, yes, the third question is,
Well,
can you
there
say
is
it
no
again?
there is no third questions. The
Ah,
third one is I give you a big applause for your structure in your writing. And you haven't answered my first question. Why in English? Because not all people read in English, right?
uh, for English, because yesterday is the for the exam final exam from Mr. Dennis, and I write it, and so I write in English. Yeah, which is that.
Also, the
So
first
I
time is about this is a task from Mr. Dennis.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
so I think this is also a big applause for Mr. Dennis because you eventually found a pearl amongst your students.
Diamond in the rough.
True, true, very true.
Once in a million.
So thank you everyone. I'll give the session for Mr. Dennis for breakout rooms and taking pictures.
Okay, nobody wants to ask again? If nobody,
I want to ask Mr.
oh,
Dennis.
yeah, go ahead,
Sorry,
Mr. Rita.
is there anybody in here in this room, or maybe had some connection to someone who can make Haura story get famous, or maybe some published? It's just a notice. Maybe someone had someone known as a publisher or something. We can contact Haura here.
Haura, you can contact Serifitas. It's it's a publisher for children and teenagers books. And I have one also, Mr. I think it's ABHome students also who already published one book in English too. The name is Bara Dewantara or Dewantara Bara. I'm not sure, but maybe you can try to publish your book there, and then they will offer you some illustration for your writing. And but maybe later on I can give Kaifa Miss Sari number, and then Kaifa can give it to Haura. Okay.
Mr. Tariq, please.
Okay, can you hear my voice?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Haura, for the presentation. I'm just curious about you, especially about how you manage to stay in focus for writing. I mean that sometimes it's really hard to write, and I just curious how you force yourself to write the something that you want, because I feel it hard for me. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Tariq. For question is, I didn't manage time for writing because I have mood in writing. If I have mood in writing, it will 3 or 4 days, But if I didn't in my mood, it will be 1 or 2 months.
I see. So you follow your mood. So if it's you are in high spirit, you write almost every day and every time. But if in your spirit, it's okay for you to not write. I see. Thank you, Haura.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you everyone. I'll give the session for Mr. Dennis for the classrooms and taking pictures.
Okay, thank you, Altamis. Yeah, before taking pictures, yes, I actually noticed Haura last time when I gave exam for the junior high school students, because in ABHome school, I want the students to express what they want. I don't care about their grammar. I don't care about anything. At least they can express. And I was surprised when Haura gave me 20 pages of her story. I was like, so many story here. I was like, even I, 1 page, it's very hard for me to write. So it was really amazing at that moment. So when she said that she wants to, and yeah, at the age of Haura or Altamis or some other new participants here at the junior high school, what I believe the most is how can they express what they want. It's okay to make mistakes. Sometimes we only focus about mistakes, but we never give chance to our own ability to do something. And confidence is not easy to get, because when I was in their age, I used to be a silent person. I used to be never show up to anybody, and it's very difficult to meet with older generations than in me, because I prefer to talk with my own age or my younger age rather than to people who is above me. But they're amazing, I would say so. Altamis, Haura, uh, they want to show what they have here. So hopefully, yeah, it will also inspire everyone. So no matter your age is, just try. Because learning English is not because your age. It's about you want it or not, you need it or not. So okay, I'm talking too much. Let's we take a picture together first. If you can turn your camera on, you may please open your camera. Okay, so let's we take a picture together. 3, 2. Okay, some people still open the camera on. 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much. Okay, before we don't go anywhere, because after this, like what Altamis said, we are going to put you into breakout room. So you will be paired up for your partner, and you can discuss everything. You can talk about writing. You can know each other, everything in English with your partner, and your partner will be randomly chosen. So since I have 17 participants here, because I see many new participants this morning, I just worry that you will be, what will we do in breakout room? So in the breakout room, you can talk everything. You can talk about yourself, you can talk about the writing or everything. So hang on, let me just make it into 9 rooms. Okay. All right. In room 1, there will be, okay. Just a moment. Okay. Yeah. In room 1, there will be Altamis and Haura. In room 2, there will be Kaifa and Miss Ayu. In room 3, there will be Miss Dina and Miss Elita. In room 4, there will be Mr. Yudi and Miss Rena. In room 5, there will be Miss Nurma and Mr. Torik. In room 7, there will be Mr. Afis and Mr. Prastio. And room 8, there will be Aida and Miss Henning. So you will talk for 15 minutes. Yeah. everything in English. You can talk everything in English. And I open all rooms. Start from now. Right. Yeah.
Mr. Dennis. Duh,
Bagi pemuda ngobrol.
So it's such a nice talking when I was talking to Miss Iren. And now we are going to put you into different partner, yeah? Okay, so we're gonna start with the second breakout room. Please tell me if you're already with this same person.
Okay.
Just a moment. We create, how many people we have? 13. So let's go by 8. Okay. Yeah. In room 1, there will be Altamis, Brother Altamis and Miss Ayu. Room 2, there will be Aida and Kaifa. Room 3, there will be Haura and Mr. Tori Kamadan. Room 4, there will be Miss Nurma Yulina with Miss Iren. Room 5, there will be Miss Elita and Mr. Zen. And room 6, there will be Miss Henning and Mr. Yudi. So 15 minutes to talk with your partner.
Actually, I'm with Mr. Zen.
Before.
But that's okay. I think I want to talk with him again.
Oh, okay. Because 3 people before Miss Alita Oh, I see. Yeah. Because Mr. Zen just came. That's why I confused. Where should I put the people in? So
yeah, just follow the class. Sorry.
it's okay. No worries. So I open the rooms. Start from now. Altamis, are you there? Okay, let me. Probably Altamis has the problem with his internet connection, and others too. Okay, so before we find a new moderator and new speaker for next week, Haura, would you mind to say something for the closing statement, if you don't mind, please.
Thank you everyone for join this session, for see my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Haura. So now we will begin to choose the newest moderator and newest presenter. Last time, I think the one who have joined the meetings more than one time here, Mr. Torik, Miss Henning, do you want to be a presenter? You never become presenter yet.
Not now because it's maybe it's fasting, yeah, because I want to
Focus.
teach vocal, yeah, for you. If I teach vocal, you must thirsty.
Yeah, you need to
I
prepare
must
for your
yeah.
voice, yeah. No worries, Miss Henning. Kaifa, it's not the first time for you to join this. You wanna be the speaker next week?
Dia kemarin bilang mau presentasi.
That's what Haura said.
Okay, Kaifa.
Ayo.
Yeah. I encourage
Yes.
him.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we have the speaker already. Does anybody here? Miss Ayu, I just wanna reconfirm. Is this the first time for you to join our meeting?
No.
Would you mind to be the moderator?
Yeah.
Yes, awesome. So the speaker next week will be Kaifa, and the moderator will be Miss Ayu.
That is Henning. Answer.
Sorry? What happened, Miss Ayu?
It's Miss Henning. It's Miss Henning who said yes.
Oh, that's Miss Henning who said yes. I thought it was you because I couldn't see the face. Yes or no? I do not really want to force people. But if you say yes, alhamdulillah. But if you say no, it's okay. Yes or no?
Moderator,
Yes.
be
Sorry?
be moderator.
Yeah, being a moderator for next week.
Be moderator of Kaifa, right?
Yes, being moderator for Kaifa. Is it possible for you, Miss Ayu?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. So before we finish, I think Miss Iren just joined our group for today. Would you mind introducing yourself, Miss Iren? Because I think everyone else already joined the room more than one time, please.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is, as you can read, my name is Rena Iren Melinda, but people call me Iren. I'm a teacher, a mother of three. My oldest son is turning 15 this June. And then I love reading. And I live in Depok.
Okay.
That will be it.
Thank you very much, Miss Iren. Same as Miss Elita too.
Same as me.
You
Same
live
as
in
Miss
Depok?
Henning too.
Which one is the same? Like having 3 kids, or love reading, or live in Depok? Which one?
Love reading and live in Depok.
Live in Depok.
We should be friends. Now I found the bestie.
Because we have we are the neighbor, yeah.
Yeah, the neighbors. Yeah, okay. Thank you very much, Miss Iren. So inshallah next week, since next week is the Ramadan, so we still have the presentation by Kaifa and Miss Ayu as the moderator. So if you can turn your camera on one more time, we're gonna take the picture for this. Yeah, 3. Okay. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much, everyone. See you next week. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much, Mr. Lenny.